It has gotten so snowy that I've got to get out there and clear the windshield wipers that are covered in ice. I mean, look at that. That is a crazy amount of snow coming down. Alright, just a few miles left, but no way I can get there with this visibility. Wow. Guys, look at just the size of the wall of snow on the side of the highway. That is an impressive feat. Look at that. All that ice. I think that should somewhat work just to get us the last few miles up this road. Oh, much better. Wow. Yeah, the snow is coming down so strong and already starting to build up that I think before I do anything, I'm gonna get those chains on. That way I can get a way out in the morning and hunker down and sit this one through, because it could be the last storm of the year, so I want to enjoy it. It's already April and we're still getting these atmospheric rivers left and right. Wow. This is the kind of snow skiers dream of. It's so fine, coming down really thin. I think tomorrow is going to be a killer day on the slopes. And the last step is putting on my little octopus. One of these guys. And easily speed up the other side. Yeah. Ooh, my ears! Normally I wear a hat, but I was already out there, so I just committed. I'm gonna drive back and forth a little bit to tension those, and then start settling in, sitting this one through. I'm just happy that there's another storm here in the forecast, because this is, slowly reaching the end of the season, although I feel like every year I say that, and there's always more to come. Alright, let's see. Yeah, these little things work so well. Honestly, that side is well tensioned. I'll check the other side, but that'll just make it, as you guys have seen, infinitely easier to get out tomorrow. And I honestly have no idea how much snow is going to fall. It's just as 1 to 5 feet, one of these very vague atmospheric river snowstorms. But the temperatures being so cold means I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the higher end of that. But fine snow, so hopefully, snow that's not too bad to drive through. I'm putting this guy on here before I freeze my ears off anymore. I don't have my iconic green hat anymore. I don't know what happened to it. Whew. I've got to say, although some parts of me are ice cubes, this jacket is exceptionally warm. Just bought this in Chamonix in France, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. That storm out there is another one in the hefty series of atmospheric rivers that have been absolutely slamming all of California really this year. Most of them have hit pretty much this region as the epicenter. This one is a little bit farther north than where I am now, but that does mean that it'll remain colder here, so it might actually end up delivering more snow at this altitude. I'm 7,500 feet up, which sounds high, but with these powerful atmospheric rivers, freezing level can go up even beyond 9,000 feet sometimes. So the higher the better if you want to catch the snow. There is a chance this is the last major winter storm of the year, so I'm all in for a cozy day, because it's exciting to anticipate the summer. There's no spring here, that's not really a thing. But it's exciting to anticipate the summer, but at the same time, it's sad to not have any of these giant winter storms left in the agenda, but summer's going to bring a lot of fun. I guarantee it. Since we're in for a cozy day, what better meal than spaghetti and meatballs, homemade of course. Got all kinds of good food in here today. Yeah, I think I'll need an egg. I know when I asked people what to make, a few people said, hey, just eat some good hearty food like that, and I don't mind. A little bit of garlic. I didn't pick up any sausage, I just picked up ground beef. It's just nice and simple. And that'll be the basis for the meatballs. Look at that. I've got one giant meatball. I'll put them in here. Form these into proper meatball sized. Now that's, over a pound of meatballs, so I'm not going to eat all of that, but those look pretty good. What do you think? Restaurant-sized meatballs, you'd see. That's somewhere fancy. I'm gonna step outside real quick just to hop over to the bathroom and see how much snow is falling. I think it's been completely dumping this entire time, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a foot of fresh snow out there. Oh my gosh. It's only been maybe 3 hours. This winter has just been relentless. I love it. Yeah, that's over a foot of fresh snow on the ground. Probably about 13 inches of snow. Just in a matter of about 3 or so hours during daylight. Mostly snow accumulation like that happens at night. Just look at the van already. The front of the van is already starting to get buried. It's not even 6 o'clock yet tonight. So if this keeps up, could be in for a treat in the morning, at least in terms of shoveling. Hopefully the area behind me gets plowed early enough so I can get out, and really, really excited to hit the slopes today or tomorrow, because this kind of fine powder snow, with several feet of accumulation, doesn't happen that often, especially in April. So it could be one of my best ski days ever. Look at how deep this year's snowfall, and you can really see it all on top of the bathroom. I mean, these walls, this is about 17, 18 feet tall here, and a similar thing going on top of the bathroom there. This is how buried we are on the season. 700 inches and counting. Oh, my hands freezing cold. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Whew. It's a little snowy out there. Can't help but be happy about it, though. I know some people are probably so tired of the snow this year, but we're so close to this record, so, if we were 100 inches off, then it would be, it would be enough. But not this year. We are on track to set the all-time Sierra Nevada snow record. Can't believe how long it's been since I've just had some good old, spaghetti and meatballs. Some simple Italian food. As I've been reorganizing the van, I've wound up with stuff that doesn't really have a place to go yet. So I'll have to deal with that sooner or later. I think Parmesan is an abomination to gastronomy. So instead, I'm just going to put my favorite little cheese blend on top. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm excited. I've been so hungry. I've just been eating like cookies all day. Kind of anticipating this. Oh, it smells excellent. Let's dig in. Oh, look at these beautiful meatballs. It really hits the spot on a day like this. I wanted at least one, cozy, not too active snowstorm before the end of the season. There might be more, but who knows? With this amount of snow, probably not. But, if I can get to the mountains tomorrow, then I'm going to have a lot of fun in it. But today's been great. This is so wonderful. Guess what I've got? Like I did when I was in Lassen back in December, have some strawberries, which is pretty exciting. Just in case I need milk and butter to make chocolate covered strawberries. I'll take those out. I took a quick glance outside just from the front of the van, and there's a lot of snow. It's still snowing now. It is supposed to stop quite early, so I'll wake up really early to start digging myself out tomorrow. But it has not stopped at the same rate as it was going before. I don't actually know how high it is, but I presume it's past all the doors now. But we'll get a better idea in the morning. Like I did before, I'm just going to go put these up front where it's probably colder than the fridge and let them harden. And then, I'm kind of want to eat them already, so I'll probably give them half an hour at best. Alright, little midnight snack before I nod off. Alright, let's try one of these. Yeah, it didn't harden fully yet, but I love chocolate covered strawberries. Not something I really ever eat, but a couple times a year. Well, it's been snowing at that very high rate pretty much all day, and as long as the night has been, it's almost 1 in the morning now. I really have no idea what it's looking like out there. Couldn't tell you. I've got my shovel ready and got those chains on, and hopefully the area behind me gets plowed at a reasonable time. That way I can get out of here and hit the slopes, because there's just not that many days like this left, and I'm really excited. But I'm also excited to see how much it snowed overnight, because, you know, that's always my favorite part. And I'm crossing my fingers that this is a big one. I highly doubt I can open any of the doors right now. I think it's well beyond. But we'll find out tomorrow. Oh, nice. Plow went by right behind me. Perfect. Oh, wow. It's really, really cold. I haven't been used to how cold it is, given, you know, the size of the snowstorm. Because normally it warms up quite a bit. Hey guys, I think it snowed a little bit last night. It never stops. It's April and it's still coming down like this. This is the best winter I remember. Here we got more snow coming down again. For the most part, it's really some good fine snow. A lot of that top layer. That's gonna make for some excellent skiing. Wow, it's coming down hard again. It was supposed to end by like 2, 3 in the morning, but here we are at like 7 a.m. Still getting plenty of snow coming down. Well, if I want to use my new toy and get some epic skiing content, I'm gonna have to start shoveling already. I honestly think, since they plowed so close to me last night, this won't take too much. I'll just clear off the front so I can see, and then here so the van can breathe. Move on back and get on that plowed section. Shouldn't be too hard. Perfect spot here to knock off some of this. Not endanger people on the highway. And I can even take my chains off from here because I don't need them on the plowed highway. If anything, they're more of a danger. Just try to knock off all this ice before it flies off the van. Might not seem to y'all like these serve much of a purpose, but I promise you I wouldn't have been able to get out right there. It's really all they were for. Normally I take them off a mile or two down the highway, but the Caltrans guy did such a good job plowing, I don't need them at all. And the downsides to having chains on when you don't need them is just that they can fall off, they can break and end up damaging brake lines and things like that, and they slow you down significantly. For me, they're strictly a tool for getting unstuck. Aside from that, no need. Alright, I bag these guys up, a little shake, spin them tighter than you think you need. There's a garlic It's a garlic in my bag somehow. This is what van life is all about. Things wind up in very bizarre places sometimes. Not only has the plow gone by, but as you can see, the snowblower has already gone by as well. The way they plow these mountainous areas that receive, up to 1,000 inches of snow is in order of a few different vehicles and machines. The first being the typical 1.5 lane wide plow that is able to clear enough snow for people to drive. But to build these massive, 15-foot snow walls like you see around here, the only way that can be done is with a giant industrial, huge snowblower that goes by slowly and blows all the snow over the cliff. And there's actually only a few of those in the entire state because they're not needed every single day on every single road constantly. Instead, they're just needed frequently enough to build those walls with some degree of structural integrity. Up to here, this drift right here is where the snow was blown last night. All fresh snow. We got 4.5, 5 feet of it right here. Some areas it's more like 2.5, 3 feet. So the average is probably in that 3.5 foot range. But for April, that's a pretty powerful overnight storm. And, they don't happen every year. But they're just slowly inching us towards that record. I bet we're now beating the previous record at most ski resorts after today, because it was really close. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. As long as you're safe, you know what's going to happen, then there's very little that can go wrong in a situation like this. It's not so scary once you get used to it. You just have to be proactive, have to know when the plows come and where they come, how much snow's coming down, and how to get yourself out. As long as you've got those things down, what else can go wrong? Alright, let's drive to the mountain. Alright then. I learned that skiing holding a very long selfie stick with the camera on the end is not the easiest thing in the world on that kind of terrain. I'm sure I will find a way to mount it in some way. It's a really cool shot. I was taking a look. Hopefully it comes out great on the video, but it's definitely not easy to do, so I'll find a better solution for that. I had so much fun today. This is possibly the last. I keep counting my blessings, but you never know. It's now April and a cold weather, 3-foot snow dump like that overnight. That doesn't happen very often. In fact, we already hit the average for April just in that one snowstorm. Not that averages have meant anything this season, but could be the last. I know there's a little bit more snow in the forecast, but nothing substantial. So in case it is, I really wanted to make the most of it and just enjoy the winter wonderland that I get to experience all the time. But that does mean that we are leaning into summer and late spring, which is early spring for this region. And so like I was saying before, please let me know what kind of things you're interested in seeing this summer. If you're more interested in seeing van content where I go, van lifing and van road tripping in cool remote places and exploring like I've been doing in the winter, or if you're more interested in, survival and backpacking and backcountry camping, fishing, hunting, that kind of thing, I'll probably end up doing a mix of both, but I'm interested in what kind of things you want to see, and if there's anything I haven't mentioned yet. The snow isn't going anywhere for a while, at least the snow on the ground, so expect to see some snowy related content coming in for the next probably 3 or 4 months here. So if you are interested in just that winter stuff, don't worry, there's plenty more coming down the pipeline. If you like this kind of camping, please don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly trying to come up with more ideas and more cool things to show you guys. It's a little more limited in the winter because most of the national parks, national scenic areas, national forest service places way up in the mountains you just can't get to. Impossible. But as it all starts melting and thawing out, we're going to be able to go on some pretty cool adventures. Thanks for watching. See you next time.